last week we had the results for the Mayor of London come back, and I suppose most of you here have been disheartened by the result. In my opinion, it was a set-up, and the process is happening where they're looking at the voting system now, so something's come of that. We also had the candidates that wanted to run for each borough. Well, not each borough, each part of the actual Islington. We had Martin Perks, who's over here, still standing strong with us. Give him a round of applause for standing. He's going to give us a few words in a minute. So yeah, people, we're standing for independence. We had obviously Martin Perks, we had Niall from Hackney come down. And I'm not sure we had anyone else standing there to come speak on that day. But who's that? Oh, Claire. Yeah, Claire. I didn't see her. That 100 mile we going around in the edge. But it was a good turnout with the respect of the amount of people that have got a bit of, clout behind them. So we had all of them down here. They've done their best, and they lost. But, all hope ain't lost with us. We're all here. I know we've got the strong faces who I can see. We're always here for demonstrations, which is a good thing. And I thank you for that. Myself, I've had to endure, how can I say, I've lost my job through this. And obviously I can't say too much, but I'm sure, you can say what you need to say. Yeah. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. And so as I say, what we have here is a democracy that's fallen and fairness. In my position, as a caretaker, for 24 years, I was dismissed. Because of these voters, they'll spin it another way, but in due process you'll see what's come out of that. Unblemished record on my council, unblemished, nothing. But that's okay. That's my internal fight. But this fight today, and as we go on, is about the road closures and about the fairness about how we haven't been consultated. No consultation from those in there. And I remember when we went and met them in the offices up there in their chamber, and they made it look like they were doing us a favour by actually listening to us. They were just appeasing us. That's fair enough, and I understand that. But as you're seeing, one by one, they're jumping ship. One by one. Mr. Richard Watts now has now gone, and he's now working with Steve Khan. So there you are. There was always an ulterior motive driving being in that position. He weren't going to move us, he was going to be stubborn about his ways of doing things. Rowena champion as well. I've never known something so ridiculous in my life. I'm not going to personalise this to anyone because it's only going to put me at risk. And I don't do that anyway. But what I will say, these people need to start listening, and the new leader of the council, Kaya Coma Swartz, she needs to come out, she needs to listen, that the residents are frustrated. And here we are, come on, here we are. So we need to have that lady come out here, and we've got to give her the benefit of the doubt. We can't go slamming her down with all this rubbish that we've been giving the rest of them. Yeah? We can. But let's see what she's got to say, because today, I'm almost certain if she ain't working from home, she's in that building. And I don't want to put anything personalised to the lady because it's not fair. We've got to give her a chance to explain what she thinks of it all. So, as I say, with me losing my job, it's now time for me to open up and be who I'm supposed to be from the very beginning. Which is, I've always fought for a democracy and a fairness for everyone within the caretaking department and anyone else within the Islington Council at that time. I've even represented management. Now, there you go. So, this is now me. You'll always hear me now. Hear me now? And it ain't going to stop. until we get some sort of resolution from this, we need to resolve what these people have put in place in our borough. Because our borough's needed by us. They're not rat runs, they're relief roads. Yeah. Don't ever let them tell you that these are rat runs, because they're not rat runs. That's a terminology for putting us down in my book.
Yeah.
If you believe that you're a rat, then you know what? Then you don't need to be here. That's what you need. You need to understand you're not a rat. You're here because you believe that your streets are streets that you've grown up on, you've lived on for a long, long time. They're making so much problem for people. It's unbelievable. And they're not listening. They're not listening at all. So we need to send out a clear message. And the clear message will be is that there's going to be a pan-London demonstration coming up soon.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. It's what we need to do. It's what we need. Yeah, and it's going to be in the well, I can't really say when it's going to be because there's too many years that try and stop us from getting there. So, yeah, so I'm going to talk with other groups around the area. Hackney, a bit of forthcoming. You know, they want to get involved. They want to do this. Greenwich, as I understand it, with Connor here. I've got to give it to Connor. He's here, and he don't even live in the borough. Can we have a round of applause for this man in solidarity? He stood here with us every single time. And and then, you don't mind me saying, as an amputee, getting across London to here, and we can't even get people from Islington who actually want this, and they can't even stand here with us. Yeah, we need to make sure that this is a message, this is a strong message. As of last time, when we had the demonstration last time on the Saturday, we had people here with learning disabilities. We had, the amount of people that we had here that was really crying out for help from them in there. It never happened.
Got nothing.
Got nothing. Got no response. All we got was five all or something. 5 out of 5 we got.
Cool. Yeah. What's cool?
We got 5 out of 5 from Richard Watts on his Twitter account to say 5 Labour seats have got in. As a Labour man myself, which I have been, I'm not going to lie that, and I don't like to be ridiculed for it. But in the past, Labour have worked for me. And as a working class person, I have firm beliefs in people that were strong on the Labour whole. But now I'm looking, and I look at what's happening here. This is a different type of Labour. This ain't the same Labour that I remember as a kid growing up. And the actual cause, the working core, is gone. So, it's their own fault. When it does come to an actual big dispute, which it will do, I do believe that if Labour don't liven themselves up, they're going to really be kicked out. Yeah, so I'm going to give Martin Perks a little go on the microphone now, and I'm going to help him up on it because I nearly slipped and cracked my neck just a minute ago. Here we go.
Now?
Hello everybody. So, I got 181 votes. To me, that's 181 very brave people who, like us today, are prepared to stand up for what they believe in public and be seen. That counts. That's 181 people who are prepared to show their faces in public and support an issue, democracy, that they believe in. And that is very different from the people opposite us in the town council. Labour Party and their supporters who campaigned only very late on in the election and showed their faces. To me, they are as far from democracy as can be. They represent nobody apart from themselves, apart from the interest in that council building.
Yeah.
Our goal is to build our own democratic opposition, to represent ordinary people and do things that represent our needs better than anyone else can. And I think the coming year, we have an opportunity. LTNs, road closures, will once again become a flashpoint. As lockdown opens, people obviously will want to go back to work. They need services, they need food delivered, they need to do businesses, tradespeople. Our roads will continue to be congested, blocked up and diverted by those people in the council opposite. LTNs will continue to be a flashpoint. They will also expose how the council doesn't want people economically, let alone community-wise, to get ahead, because they're going to restrict businesses, cars, vans, vehicles from going about their business. LTNs, as the council will continue, will be a flashpoint for us, an opportunity to draw out why the council, and Labour in particular, are no friend of democracy. So for us, we need to continue campaigning around LTNs because it will make our issue very obvious. And I think finally, what we need is people like us today to finally have the confidence to stand out in public, to make your voices be heard, to say what you believe in, defend democracy and defend people like ourselves, to not be told and dictated to and preached to about how we should live our lives, what we should eat in our food even, and how we should go about our transport and mobility, because we need some autonomy, some freedom to make those choices for ourselves and not to be preached to by people like the council opposite who think they know best. So I'm basically saying for the next year we've got a lot of work to do, but the first thing must be that we need to think of ourselves, believe in ourselves and stand up for our own democracy and autonomy. That will be a good start. So thank you very much, and I'll be back again.
Well done, Martin Perks, thank you very much. Give another round of applause for Martin for standing up in such an awkward borough. Now we've got a few people running late. They've got David Lear and his film crew. They come down and do their London Free News. Oh no, Islington Free News, that's it, isn't it? Islington Free News?
IFN.
Yeah, I think they're mostly stuck in traffic, and I understand it. He dropped his camera in a bucket of water. That's what I've been told. So I'm going to save the best until he comes, and that way we can move on from there, and we can do what we was here to do, which is, we've got quite a few people, and I don't know about you, if you fancy taking a walk up to Ivory Corner and delivering some leaflets along the way to cars, it'd be mostly appreciated. Now I want to cheer to make sure I know that we are here, and I'm hoping that you all want to turn up to this can demo, because it's going to be big. It will be big, and I want us as individuals, if not for the group, as individuals, to come out and make sure you make your voice be heard. Because if you don't, you're just going to fall away in the cracks, and no one's going to give a damn. We want someone from in the building to come out and talk to us.
Yes!
Yeah? So come and give us a cheer. Come on! Come on! You must have someone in there who wants to come out in their mask and come and talk to us. Come and talk to the real Islington people. Yeah? We want you to come out and explain to us what you think you're going to do to help us out. There you go.
They ain't got no bollocks.
That's right, they haven't got the backbone. Yeah? I can't use them words, that terminology you're saying on the mic. Hello, Sean. How are you? So listen. Yeah, I know, I've seen you though. Yeah, so we want someone in that building to come out. Do you reckon they'll come out? If we cheer them, if we say, come on, come out and give us something. At least give us a little bit of a tip here. Come on. Come on, everyone, just give us a shot. Come on. Blow the whistle, whatever you've got to blow. Price is right. Listen, all jokes aside, we need you down here now to explain to us what this nonsense is that we've been fighting since last year. Yeah? No, listen, we're putting our point across. And if we get our point across and they don't come out, we come back again. But we come back stronger than last time. Because once things do start coming out in the open, things will change. Things have to change. If they don't change, we're in trouble. So, I'm going to ask Mr. Shaw to come up now, who's been an absolute gem. Okay, this man is the top, and I'm so glad to have him by my side as my right hand man, Mr. Sean Paul Day.
God bless you. I've been called worse things than a gem. I know that. I'm sorry I'm late because I've been stuck on a bus on Essex Road. Yeah, so that tells you everything, doesn't it? The fact of the matter is, these LTNs cause more harm than they do good. They've been implemented in isolation. They've bypassed the usual scrutinising processes. They've displaced traffic from side roads with high car ownership onto residential main roads that is already suffering from illegal levels of pollution. And in doing so, the democratic process has been subverted. Emergency legislation has been misled. Consultations have been denied, and equality impact assessments have been overridden. That is a disgrace, and that is before we talk about LTNs dividing our communities.
Destroying them,
Certainly has destroyed the lives of the most vulnerable people in our community. And when I talk about vulnerable people, I'm talking about people with mobility issues, the elderly, the frail, the wheelchair dependent, those with sensory conditions, and even people who just need to do their daily school run, or carers. All of the important people in our community that can't get to the people they have to care for. This is the problem. So we are calling out those in charge from the town hall today. If they don't come out, we're going to take a little stroll up to Highbury Corner there, because Highbury is shameful. So if Rowena Champion and the person that is giving up his role in the council and is deflecting to the mayor's office to help him continue with his persecutory policies would like to come out and talk to Islington residents now, we would be ultimately very grateful. Richard Watt, who has overseen the persecution of a person who has served the council in its entirety for 24 years, who has been fired for sticking up for real Islington residents. So maybe Richard Watford wants to come down and say a few things, but I'm going to go round, I'm going to talk to a few people there, and all I want from you is one or two sound bites. So when I come up to you with this speaker, think about what you're going to say, give it a shout out, and speak for fellow Islingtonians. I'm coming round. Connor, what have you got to say?
Stop ignoring us. The elderly, vulnerable and disabled are being shafted yet again. Listen to us. There you go. Give a shout.
It's a disgrace. It's dividing community. It's not people friendly at all.
Thank you. How about you, sir?
Last time I went to get my jab, it took me about an hour and a quarter, and it's about a quarter of a mile over the back of Essex Road. It should be a 10-minute walk.
Well, there you go. There you go. There is an Islington resident that is being persecuted by these draconian policies that the council don't seem to care about Islington residents. They don't seem to care about those people that need to get around their own area. So, Gary, give a shout out. Mr. Richard Watts, are you going to come on down? So Richard,
or any one of your underlings, you're going to come down and come and explain to us the reasons why you have done what you have done. For the reasons why there's no consultation. The reasons why you're so rude on Twitter. You almost remind me of John Burke from the Hackney side. But not so bad, not as bad as John Burke, I must say. But they're almost in the same pit. But I have to say, for the new leader of the council, if you're in there, you do the right thing and come out here, we've got an umbrella for you. people that are being, made to look like. We're not nasty. And we will keep doing what we're doing until you do listen. Because stuff does come out in the open in the end. And when it does, I want to be the first one to see you walk. That's what I want to do. You're made by life and living in hell for the past. Well, the LTN and also everybody else who post on me, I can say you made my life an absolute living hell, and my family's. Yeah, come and face your lecturer. That's it. You know, at the end of the day, we put you where you were. And you know, me being a fool, I was one of the ones who campaigned for Richard Watts. And you know why? Because I was next to a man called Gary Doolan. And Gary Doolan was a strong advocate for Labour values, true working class hero. And you know what? When that man party, they smashed the mould. They smashed the mould of Gary Doolan. And Richard Watts, you can hang your head in shame. Because I explained to you and I told you that if Gary Doolan see what you was doing to his constituency at St Peter's Ward, he would have had your neck. And you know it. The problem is, he's now no longer here to take you up on that. But we are. And no matter if you've run away down to Steve Carnby in Ken's helmet, let me tell you something. We're going to come down there and we're going to call your name out there as well. Because it's only fair to say, you make our lives hell, we make your lives hell. And that's how it is. No more rubbish.
Gary Bollister is the next Gary Doolan. Give him back his job and give us back our street.
I've got to be honest, I'll never be able to fit Gary Doolan's shoes, ever. And I've got, there's people here who know Gary Doolan, they'll know what I'm talking about. He was a fair man, and what they're doing there, he made sure that the grassroots was not forgotten about in that town hall. But since he's gone, every single councillor in this borough has totally dwindled away, don't want to talk to us. Whereas if Gary Doolan was here, he'd have had them talking to us. He'd have had this nowhere near as bad as this. And you know what? The most insult to injury is that Richard Watts put the first LTN in his borough, in his constituency, in St Peter's Ward, for a trial run. It's still there. And they've made them grow. They've made these LTNs grow. They're making these guys' lives hell. The police. I know that. You haven't got to tell me. I know that. I see it every day. The ambulance crew. I see it every day. I'm a man who walks around this borough, minding my own business, but I can't help but see the amount of misery that's on the faces of people. That these draconian road closures are putting on people. It's really wilting people down. But that's why we need to have a strong arm. And we need to make sure that this ain't going away. Because once that's gone away, we're finished. So I'm going to just stand here for a little while. We're going to have a little talk amongst ourselves. If anyone wants to talk on the mic, you're more than free. Oh, we've got somebody who wants to talk to you, Richard. Here we go.
Yeah, tell him. Go on, tell him. Tell him what it's all
You know what, we're fed up with your money-making schemes. Well, you're hurting residents, you're hurting businesses. It's out of order. It's out of order, you can't put up with this. It's nonsense. You know, these are put in without consultation. None of us are asked. That's the residents here. You asked what I think we're wrong with? No. Exactly. And they've been put upon us just like that, you know, using emergency traffic orders as an excuse to push them through. Well, we're not going to have the wall pulled over our eyes. We know what it's all about. 100%. We've had enough. It's as simple as that. You know what I mean? That's it.
Thank you so much. So, anyone else want to have a little talk to Richard? Anyone? No one? Well, you know what? I understand why they don't want to talk to Richard.
Come back. Where are you?
Because you won't answer him anyway. It's like talking to a mirror. I'm talking to myself. And it's wrong. You're the leader. You was the leader of the council and you imposed these changes on our lives. No one else did. You did. You didn't have to take this money from the Tories and go and rip us in half the way you have done. You could have sorted it out with homelessness. You could have sorted it out with talking, getting something done about people's houses. You know, I've seen people that are living in squalor because of your failings. Your failings. And I'm telling you, this is all going to come out in the end. And it's your dealings that you've done this, Richard. The toilet and wall where you live and where you run. The problem is, you've now tried to jump ship. And as I said just a minute ago, you're not going to forget about what you've done. And knowing you jumped with Sadiq Khan, and the amount of people that I know, well, there's quite a few people here today, and they're upset, so they know you've jumped ship. You said that you were going to spend time with your family. You said you jumped in with Sadiq Khan. It makes no sense. So, the new leader, I've asked again, you're there, hopefully someone can tell us, is anyone in that building? Can anyone tell us, is anyone in there? Or are we going to silence? We're being reasonable out here, we're not swearing, we're not being nasty.
We're the ones paying their wages.
Hang on, Jeff. So we're going to, I'll tell you what, we'll give you a little bit of time to think about it before we come back. Whilst we do that, we're going to go and take a walk to Ivory. And then when we come back, hopefully you come to your senses and add a little bit of respect to the people that pay your wages.
That's right.
So, I'm going to give you that time. You'll see a little bit of a backup of traffic, not just caused by us, mainly caused by your LTDs.
Hey!
I've got another view of the patients, please. Bring back down the
Running your party vanished. Oh, they're so good. Yeah, sorry. Somebody doing this
station knows where to be sent. You can't take all of you, that's right, they can't take all of you. Yeah? When your back turns, they will. That's right. I want to thank all these people here today. We haven't got a massive turnout, but the actual anger and frustration is there. And I know you can hear me in that building, I know you know who I am. And you know what? I'm not going away. I'm not going away.
We're not going away.
And you know what? You're absolutely right. Who was that who said that, David? We're not going away. We're not going away. But you know what? This is what it's all come to. And it'll grow bigger and bigger. You think we went away last year? Well, let me tell you something. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to get worse.
Where'd you
I
all
want you all
park?
to understand, this is for everybody. It's not just the little man. This is for everyone, this demonstration, so I can listen to everyone. Yeah? We want a fairness and consultation in our life. Where we live in our borough. You know, the problem is people don't really understand what happened to me and I can't really say it. But it won't take long. It won't take long. Hear my song. And it's going to come out. It will come out. And the people that are involved in that will come out. So thank you very much. We're going to take a walk to every corner now. It's going to cause a little bit more chaos than you've already caused. Let's move. I've never felt this alive in all my life, I'm telling you. My chains have been broken. I'm no longer restricted to what I say. It's time for you to understand that building and that building down there, down off. They're the ones who are causing the damage to our lives. That's what's happening. That's what's happening. If we don't stand together, we're going to lose our streets. We're going to lose where we can walk, where we can talk, where we can breathe.
Power to the people.
What actually?
Give us back our streets! Give us back our streets! Give us back our streets! Give us back our streets!
That's it. It's got to.
It's only going to get worse.
Right here.
It's only going to get worse. And I'm sorry.
That's really quick.
More movement. See yourself? Yeah, they're watching you. Don't you think you're wrong? They're watching you, TFL. Be careful, eyes are about you. There's a lot of dirty snakes. There's a lot of dirty snakes out there. And I'm not for 1 minute saying that they are. I'm not saying that. It's all about my own personal. At the end of the day, these are our streets. We're going to take them back one way or the other. Please, you've got to understand. This is where we're coming from. This is where we're coming from.
Quick, get a picture of that, someone.
You don't want to do this. And this is, you know, give us back our street and we go away. It's going to be more and more and more. We need this. Woo! Give us everything! Won't be there, officer. Don't worry. Won't be there. Turn the fan upside down. We're coming back. We're coming back. People from Greenwich, people from Ealing, people from Hackney. We're all here. Oh, let's want to plug a little slot for Hackney as well. they've got this law stuff going on, the law code. They don't want to come and speak about it, Mark. Mark, come over and speak. Give Mark a round of applause.
Here we go, Mark. Here we go.
Hackney's got a court case going against Hackney Council. And what Hackney Council's done, they said they want some money just to cover their costs. So they want 10 grand. But what Hackney, horrendous Hackney has done, is that they asked me to make a pledge. You don't put your hand in your pocket. And what it means is, you pledge a pound, £5 or whatever. And whatever you want. And what it means is, if they lose the case, then you promise to pay that amount. But the judge has gone right in their favour, that's why I did 10 grand, he didn't have to put up 30 grand. They really fancy their chances. But Hackney Council are trying to do this as a deterrent for the court case to go ahead. So get onto their site, pledge a pound, 2 quid, 5 or 10 or whatever you want, sell the crown jewels, just to make up the money, because then that case can go ahead. Because once Hackney wins that case, then it'll open up the floodgates for all other councils. And we'll have this mob on their ears.
Well done, Mark.
Right. Okay, no, I'll tell you what we do, we'll take a walk back up.
Yeah,
Back up to the town and see if they've changed their mind. They might want to come out and come and talk to us now. So let's go back. And remember, give 2 seconds in a nice way when you go past. Give me a word, let the bus go past. Bus go through. Bus. Well, they can only turn a certain amount of weight. Give us back our strength! Telling you. Give us back our strength! 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 Give us a nice big toot. Come on, not that sort of toot.
What do we want? Our strength! When do we want it? Now! I don't believe you. What do we want? Our strength! When do we want it? Now! What do we want? Our strength! When do we want it? Now!
Give us back our streets. Give us back our streets. Give us back our streets. Give us back our streets.
Cut out the way. Right, go, girl.
Are you going to come down and talk to the residents? I want to know.
Tell them, girl. I got a change.
Come down and talk to people who've got a bit of understanding. explain to us why you're doing this to us. That's all. And all this stops. All this stops. That's all we want. That's all we want.
Listen, if you keep walking backwards and forwards slowly, there's nothing they can do.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. And, this is where it all started. This is where it all started from.
Well, you run me over. No, you fuck off.
It all started. This is what happened. Who called it that mayhem? Just like they called it mayhem to us. That's it. Alright. Okay.
You know what?
Mate, we're all pissed off the same thing, mate. So it is, we're all pissed off the same thing.
You know, this is what happens when there's not enough people. We could have took that little property. We could have took that little property today. But that's what happens. You don't get a big army of it to come down. Yeah, I know. The thing is, the police are coming down a little bit heavy. Yeah, well, you know what? If everyone wants to move that way, we'll stop it now. Thank you. So I've just been told that on Monday everything opens up. Okay? So I understand there's a car park round the back here.
Monday we come out again.
For Monday we're back.
Car park.
No, we just blocked the car park off. They can drive in, we can't drive out. So we're going to do exactly what they're doing to us then. We're inconveniencing working class on the street there, buses, and we're going to do it from 4 till 6. So if anyone's up for it, then we're here. And plus, kids are off school soon, and I don't want to have any excuses that no one can turn up. Because we're going to make a date when everyone can turn up. That's not a bullying behaviour, that's asking for your understanding and coming down and standing with your fellow people. That's all I'm asking. It's not bullying you, which I've been accused of on the group. Yeah, so I just want to make sure. If you can turn up, that'd be really greatly appreciated. And I need your support. I don't want to give this grief to the police. I don't want to do that. Because I'm a citizen of Islam. We all are. We've all abided by the rules for years. You know? And as I'm going to be running for councillor next year, in the Canterbury ward, whether I'll get there or not is another thing. You know? Let that one just go by. So yeah, as of from next year, well, starting this year, I'm going to be doing my campaign to be running for councillor in the Canterbury ward. And I suspect I'll either be assassinated beforehand, or they'll open the roads, and you know, all this will go away. But I'm not going away. I'm going to still stand because I'm a firm believer in democracy and fairness. Fairness for all. That's all I want. And I will work beside the police in every single rapid, every single time. And I have done. And you know we all have. There's been a one or two hiccups, but it's nothing bad at all. But we're good. So I want to thank everyone for turning up today.
That's it.
And Monday 4 till 6. If you can lend a hand by just stopping this lot from getting out of the building. Not attacking them, but just stopping the cars. You know, we might not even be here Monday. Because now we're telling you what's happening. You want your park somewhere else. Get one of these permit passes. Get one of these corona passes where you're allowed to park wherever you want. And abuse the passes, which I've seen in the past. abusing these coronavirus passes. So, maybe, yeah, we'll find out where you're Stop using the walk. Stop using the drive. Yeah, and all, you know, this is it. We've got so many options here. We can stand outside the 222. We can stand outside here again. We can go wherever, but you know what? They need to start listening. If no one's going to listen, then it's going to get worse. It's going to get worse. That's when we have to up the game. Now that's not as we talk, by no stretch of the imagination. But what I will say is, there is ways of beating this. There is ways of beating this. Yes, the ballot box was one way of doing it, and yes, we failed. But we didn't fail, and let me explain. Let me explain. We came in at a very low, we didn't have enough time to get our people in. And when we didn't get enough time to get our people in, these lot, they knew about this. They knew about that. They knew. We was forewarned not to actually vote. Not to actually go for being councillors. We was forewarned. Don't bother doing it. Because you know what? You're not going to get nowhere. Because it's already been picked. It's already primed and ready to go. So this year, we've got to up our game. We've got to start campaigning from now. And the actual Facebook for my justice for me, of getting my job back reinstated, which is highly unlikely after today, I know they're on me anyway. They've sacked me for being who I am right now, for bringing people from the community together, to stopping these road closures, to stopping these draconian measures that need to be taken up and rethought about where they're going. Speak to people of the community. Speak to us where there's pinch points, where we can put these road closures in a little bit. You haven't got to go absolutely roughshod over everyone. But that's what's happened, because we've allowed it to go on. And they use the coronavirus to get past that. They use that coronavirus. And then they brought those measures in when we was all sleeping. And you know what? And I'm not lying. They did bring them in when we were sleeping.
Oh, they did. They had them up.
100%.
Overnight.
Overnight.
That's it.
And you can see there's no consultation. They didn't need to do that. They didn't need to give consultation because they're above us, they say. Not anymore. So I'm going to stand in 2022. I'm going to put myself across and fight for the residents.
I'm just shooting, mate. I'm on it too.
And yeah, I've got another one who's standing as well, standing for councillor. What's your name, mate? Peter. Peter's going to stand in the Ackley wall. The more independence that we get, the more chance we get of getting this shit. I'm not going to lie to you. We need to get rid of it. And if I'm a genuine person, which I have been, I'm 43 years old. I've never had a misdemeanour in my life. Never had absolutely anything in my life. There's no skeletons in my closet, like other people have got. I haven't got skeletons. I don't have that. And they'll try and find a way of trying to get something on me. Of course they will, because it's the way this works. It's dirt. So I advise you, if you hear anything about me on the site, come and ask me. Come and speak to me. Don't just take this to gospel. I can tell you a different story. I can tell you the true story. I can tell you the real thing that happened. I can tell you what's happened in my life, because I'm opening myself up to be councillor. I'm opening myself up to councillor, and anyone who's in that ward wants to talk to me, my door's open. I've got people who will write emails in such a way that it will twist turn in these people, they won't be able to move. So let's get it right. We've got to stand more. We've got to get more people out of these demos. We have to. We don't stand a chance. But I'm still fighting, and I don't care. I will be there. And I want to thank you, yeah, we will. I want to thank everyone for turning up there and spending some time with me and listening to my boring voice once again. And we can thank you very much, darling. It means a lot to come out, it really does. And genuine people we are. Thank you very much to the police, I want to say. And thank you for coming out in the building up there. You really made some sense today. You know, I'll just carry on talking to my mirror because it's more sense out of that. Thank you very much, and off we go.